It can be frustrating when you're exercising but not getting stronger. And there are 5 main reasons why people fail to get stronger despite exercising. In this video, I'll explain what those reasons are and how you can avoid them so that you can make your workouts work for you. Now, the first reason, and this is by far the most common reason that people fail to get stronger despite exercising, and that's not exercising consistently enough. Just about every major health organization, including the Department of Health and Human Services, the American Heart Association, and the American College of Sports Medicine, recommends getting 150 minutes of aerobic activity per week and 2 days of strength training per week. But that is the bare minimum, an absolute bare minimum that you should be getting every single week without fail. It's okay to do more than that. And if you're not getting at least 2 days of strength training per week, it's very unlikely that you'll build strength. Furthermore, many people don't give exercise enough time to work. They expect immediate gains and immediate improvements. And it takes at least 6 to 8 weeks to build muscle tissue or cause hypertrophy. You can see gains in performance and increases in strength before then just by your brain learning how to do the exercise better. But in order to see actual true muscle building, it takes 6 to 8 weeks. And so if you're not training a minimum of 2 days per week for at least 2 months, chances are you probably aren't going to see any gains. So make sure you're giving yourself enough time to actually get results. Now, the second reason, and this one is going to sound the most harsh, but you just may not be working hard enough. And there's a principle called the SAID principle, or specific adaptations to impose demands, otherwise known as the overload principle. In order to build muscle and gain strength, you have to push your muscles to a level that they haven't been before. If you go to the gym consistently enough, but you're doing the same thing week after week after week, your body has no reason to adapt or get stronger. In order to get stronger, you need to have a stimulus to cause an adaptation response. So that can be lifting more weight. It can be doing more repetitions. Now, people wonder how many sets, how many reps do I need to do? But that's really the wrong question. What's important is that you're working your muscles to fatigue. So exercise should be hard in this case. Once you get to the point where the exercise is hard, then you probably actually need to do a few more repetitions beyond that. It may hurt a little bit. It may feel uncomfortable. But there's a difference between exercise type muscle soreness and bad pain. And it is important to know the difference, because although you want to push yourself through the exercise type soreness, you don't want to cause an injury. Because if you cause an injury, then you're going to have to take time off of exercise, which comes back to principle number 1, not exercising consistently enough. So make sure you're pushing yourself to a level where it feels hard and then possibly a little beyond that, but you're not taking yourself to the point where you're causing injury by doing it. Now, the next reason is just the opposite, and that's overtraining. If you're training too hard, too often, not enough rest and recovery, then it puts your body in a situation where you're not going to build new muscle. When you exercise, you're actually breaking down tissue, and it's the repair and recovery between exercise sessions that actually builds muscle and causes you to get stronger. In the best case scenario, overtraining increases cortisol, which is a catabolic hormone that breaks down body tissue. It breaks down muscle tissue, it increases your blood sugar and blood pressure, it weakens bones, and so increased cortisol will keep you from getting stronger. However, overtraining can also result in injury, which again comes back to not training consistently enough. If you get injured, then you're not going to be able to exercise consistently enough to see results. Now, the fourth reason you may not be getting stronger despite exercising is improper exercise technique. There are far too many exercises to go through proper technique for every single exercise in this video. But if you're not using proper technique, then you may not be working the correct muscles. And if you're not working the correct muscles, not getting the right muscles to contract, then you're not going to get the benefit out of the exercise that you should. Furthermore, using improper technique can lead to injury, and that leads back to consistency. If you get injured and you can't exercise for a period of time, you're either not going to gain, or you may even lose some of the strength gains that you worked so hard to gain. So using proper exercise technique is important. I've got lots of other videos on this channel that describe proper exercise technique, or meeting with a personal trainer or physical therapist who understands biomechanics can help you with proper exercise technique. Now, the fifth reason you may not be getting stronger despite exercising is improper nutrition. Proper nutrition gives you the energy to work out as intensely as you need to. Vitamins and minerals help to catalyze chemical reactions in our body. Carbohydrates are burned to give you energy. And one of the most common things that causes people not to build strength and not to build muscle is lack of enough protein. Protein is like the brick and mortar that makes up your muscles. Imagine if you were building a house and you had a whole construction crew show up at the job site, but they didn't have any bricks, they didn't have any wood, you probably wouldn't get anything done. That's the same with your body. If you're getting proper nutrition, you're exercising often enough, with correct technique, and intensely enough, but you don't have enough protein, then you're not going to have the raw materials to build muscle. Now, one common reason why people don't get enough protein, especially as they're aging, is that as you age, you become generally less active, your energy requirements go down, and therefore your appetite tends to go down as well. And when people eat less, they tend to eat less proportionally. So you get less carbohydrates, less fat, less protein. But as you age, your protein requirements stay the same or even increase slightly. So if you're decreasing everything proportionally, you may not be getting enough protein to build muscle or prevent muscle loss. So how much protein do you really need? Well, you can find that out in this video over here. But before you go check that one out, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.